Scott, how did the early foul trouble with your bigs disrupt how you wanted to work the rotation?
Yeah, I mean it was definitely a challenge. You don't think your big will get a foul on the jump ball. I don't think I've ever seen that to start the game, but especially in the playoffs. But it did. It put us in a bind, but I thought our guys rallied and we played. But Mike had a terrific game with Mike and Markeith. They present problems because they both can do a lot of good things with the ball, and they're good ball movers, and they can make shots, make threes. So, I mean, it bothered us initially, and then we kind of overcame it.
I think they made 16 threes. Just defensively, with the attention that you were paying to DeRozan and Lowry, and is there a little bit of a chicken and an egg thing there?
Absolutely. I mean, they're a good team. They're the number one seed for a reason. They got a lot of good players. They got guys off the bench came in and stepped up. Van Fleet did not play tonight, but Wright came in and had a terrific game. That's why they're hard to guard. You know, we had the same amount of field goals, same amount of free throws. Turnovers are pretty close. Points off of turnovers close. They just had 8 more threes than us, but they've been doing it all year. Not 16 in a game. They averaged a little, almost I think nearly 12. But we got to do a better job of guarding all their players. Ibaka, he's a terrific shooter. He's one of the best, if not the best, big man shooter in the league.
Scott, I know it was the regular season, but you beat them a few times doing it that way. Is there a pick your poison, or is there a way that you can pay as much attention to the stars, but then also be able to recover against the role guys?
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a pick your poison, but we just got to do it better. We got to be able to close out on point, close out on the catch, know who has the ball and which way to close out on them. And some guys that they can just flat out shoot and they don't put the ball on the floor as well. And we got to know that, understand that, make sure they get away from their strengths. And we let a few of their guys that just can flat out shoot a lot of threes.
Guess I'll go. Yeah.
Just have a little private conversation.
Yeah, no kidding. Offensively, what did you like about what you guys were able to do?
You know, we did a good job moving the basketball. We had a lot of assists, turned the ball over too many times, but I thought we did a pretty good job of moving the ball, sharing the ball, making shots. John did not have a good shooting night, but he made a lot of opportunities, easy opportunities for his teammates with his 15 assists. We still think we could shoot the ball better from 3, and hopefully next game we do. But I thought that second half, the start of the second half, they jumped on us, and for some reason we didn't lock in those first few minutes. I think they had like 11 points in two minutes or so. Playoff basketball, you got to be ready to play every start of every quarter and every minute, and that start of that third quarter was costly.
Coach Steve Brotherton, Pro B-Ball Report. Looking just how this season's gone in particular, 120-point games are almost a nightly occurrence. You just have to score more points, like you have to put up huge volumes of points to win in the playoffs now?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the game has changed. Definitely the game has changed. The three-point ball is powerful, and you have to be able to either stop it or do it yourself. And tonight we weren't able to stop it, nor were we able to do it ourselves. So we just have to do a better job. The points, the game has changed. It's probably, some people say it's better, some people say it's don't. It's whatever you like. You like scoring, you love the game now.
Coach, over to your right here. You just were talking about John Wall a couple moments ago. He didn't score until the final 20, 30 seconds there in the fourth quarter. He had only one assist in the fourth. Did you see anything differently from what Toronto was throwing at him or at you defensively to try and take him out of what he was doing the first three quarters?
No, like John is an attack player. I don't know how many free throws he had in that fourth quarter or the second half, but we have to continue to attack. Brad has to continue to attack. I don't know how many free throws they had in that fourth quarter or that second half, but in order to score, if we're not going to shoot the ball well from three, we've got to be able to manufacture some points at the free throw line or try to get some layups. And give them credit. They won the first game, and we have a chance to regroup and make some adjustments and come back Tuesday night and hopefully play well and get a win.
Coach Jared Greenberg, Turner Sports. I know when you've been healthy, it's been something you've done this year, but is there a period of time that you're comfortable having both Wall and Beal on the bench together?
I probably played Brad about 2 or 3 minutes too long, but we don't play till Tuesday. So tonight, I knew going into the next game, those guys were going to play heavy minutes. That's something we've done. Maybe we can change it up a little bit. We'll see. It's game to game, make adjustments.
What about in terms of keep both being off the court together?
Put them off the court together?
I'm asking how long are you comfortable with them both not being on the court?
I don't like it if I had my way, but sometimes foul trouble situations and fatigue, you might have to get them a couple of minutes off the court together. But try to keep your better players on the court. Trust the guys off the bench. But we got some foul trouble early. It's just we got to play better. We got to be able to guard the 3-point line. This team shoots the ball very well. They shoot 33 threes a game on average and make 12 tonight. They made 16.
Scott, Michael Grange from Sportsnet, sort of on that theme. I mean, Lowry is their best three-point shooter. He hit one, and you look at who was knocking down some of those threes. Would you be comfortable taking your chances?
Well, there's players that we have to. The strength of their game is not threes. Wright did a good job. He made 3 threes. Siakam took 2 and made 1. OG made a couple. They're really good players, and they help their team win a lot of games because they play with great effort and energy, and they play together. Sometimes you got to give them something that they're not really good at the moment, but they stepped up and made big threes, and they were a big part of the win, and you got to give them a lot of credit. They stepped up and made them.